Hello and welcome to Roll Slow Gaming and our Let's Play series of Bath City Football Club in Football Manager 2019. And we're currently a bit into the second season here with Bath City in Vanarama National League South, and so far we have had a decent start, not the greatest considering the squad improvement we've done over between the seasons, but we have here 2 wins in the last 2 matches, but we have a little bit tougher game coming up here versus Slow, who are 7th in the league and we are 5th in the league at the moment, and we'll get into that very shortly here when we are moving the game forward. Anyway, so please remember to smash that like button if you like what you see here. And we have a couple of players here that will have bans for the after they have reached yellow card limits, unfortunately. We have this player Hobson still waiting. Didn't we offer him contract? I thought we had offered him a contract that he agreed on. Very strange. And just waiting for his where he standed or where he stood with that. And yeah, very strange. So we'll make an offer again, I guess, for him. Very strange. Anyway, if you like what you see, hit that like button, and also, if you haven't done so already, do subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you here daily at Roll Slow Gaming. And if you have any comments or anything, do write a comment so I know about it. So this player is sort to demand between 1.6 and 2.3k in the wage, so we'll offer him just between that, and we'll remove this yearly and promotion wage rises, and we'll offer him 1.6, and we'll start here and do 1.7, and we'll do 1.7, and we'll do 1.8 and finalize the deal. And I believe we finalized the deal at 1.8 last time as well. And yeah, we'll see what happens, but I guess we will not be able to sign him. That doesn't matter though, since we are way over our wage budget already actually. But yeah, so all players that need match sharpness here will be available for the under 23s for 60 minutes per match. And boy, did we have a lot of stuff here in the player development advice summary. So we have a lot of players that are starting to feel that we have no depth in the goal department, which we do have. We don't have the greatest first keeper though, but that's another question. And we have Rostern with the trouble he have, so to say, and we'll put Bosman to under 23s. That's alright, he's a lone player, so we don't really care much about that. And we'll criticize the form here for Kane, Lewis and Genovese as suggested. And we'll do the first option here. I don't really understand why there are like 20 choices to choose among when you are criticizing one player for their recent form. It should be only like a couple at most, I guess. I don't really see the point of it, but it is what it is, I guess. And we have a new month here pretty soon, so we'll get a financial report here on Friday as well to see how we did here in October. Hopefully we did better than the first couple of months where we did only small loss or profit each month, but I guess that's due to that we have so much or high wage. So let's do the scouting meeting here, so we'll definitely scout Hayden here. He looks to be actually a very, very good defender for us, so let's do the scouting here. Let's scout Lawton here as well. He's 24, so that's all right. And let's scout the keeper here as well. We got the annual fee paid here by Gillingham, who are our feeder club, so to say. We'll discuss the issue with Sangeria. And I guess he feels that he doesn't get to play that much. And we'll see here. I think we'll here this option. So he's not a first team player at the moment. He's a substitute or a bench player. So we'll try to arrange a loan for him, and that automatically puts him up for loan. So we don't really need to bother that much with it. And here we have the pre-match tactical advice from our assistant manager Jim Rollum. So we'll follow these team instructions to add to improve our result or chance of result. We see here different reason, and we'll listen to the reasons that our assistant manager have to steer the tactics that the way he feels, since we are using using the assistant manager for setting up training and a lot of other stuff. Well, training and the tactics mostly we are doing. Most of the other chores, or not chores, not a lot of the other things to do, contracts and signing players and so on. So we had a decent profit here last month, so 13.6k, so that's all right. We have a decent turnout expected for slow. I don't know why we get that information that much, and we are clear underdogs here, according to the bookmakers, for the upcoming match against Slow. And the board are all right with our performance, I guess, and they are a little bit over 50% on almost everything except finances, but that is something we are clearly over, so that's nothing strange really. So the keeper here, not really for sure any better than the ones that we have, at least. And Richard is here, definitely not the case. Cooper here, though, looks like he could be something, but we have already a lot of players in the midfield. And here we have another midfielder. And he are at trial at Ebbsfleet, I believe. And we could try to fight for him, but I don't really feel it. And we have a pretty good average training rating for last week at 7.25. So let's take a short look here at the individual level. So it's the first of the month, so I will be really surprised if we have any players that have a lot of changes, but we have a couple that actually are improving here straight away. Among them James Oliver, which is pretty nice, since he's the backup player we have on that position. If we don't prolong Min's contract, which we probably won't do for next season, we'll not do any changes here. And we'll go to the team selection here any second. Actually, we need to talk about London's loan spell first, and we'll just let him know that we are choosing how we play the players that we loan. If they won't want him to do anything other, I guess they could have had him on a loan that he could take the player back. So we'll put not Turnbull, we'll put Robbie Cundy in here instead of Spencer Adams. and we'll have to put someone in for instead of Brandt. So actually we'll put in Oliver here. So he will play as a poacher. So Oliver, you're poacher and you are pressing forward in defend. That should be the best team, I feel, for this match, since we have Brandt here with a suspension. We'll have Danton instead of Brandt there on the bench, so we have all 7 players available to us on the bench. Or it shouldn't be 7, it should be 5. I don't know if I saw it wrong or something. Yeah, I saw it wrong, so that last change didn't matter, but let's hope for a result here against Slow as a away team. So we get a highlight here straight away in the 4th minute, and Stewart to Madlus to Oliver, and he scores! It's a perfect goal and a perfect start there for Bath City versus Slow. 1-0 for Bath City here. So a very nice free kick there from Batten to Stewart, and a nice pass, and a very good pass by Madlus, and a quick finish from Oliver putting it low in the corner. A perfect start, couldn't ask for more at all actually here. So at the moment we just for me the match could be over right now, but here we have Stewart and Madlus, who puts it over the bar. He's totally clear and puts the header over the bar. How terrible finish there by Madlus actually. And we have another highlight here, and this time it looks like to be for Slow, maybe, but no, it's a long ball up to Oliver. Oliver 1-on-1 versus the keeper, but he passes to Madlus. Can he finish? Yes, Madlus scores! It's a goal here for Bath City that makes it 2-0. And boy, that pass there by Oliver, it was just a bit short actually, but yeah, the defender there did a very strange clearing, or weak clearing, and a perfect pass to Madlus. So very happy, very happy here so far. And I was starting to say, for me the match could be over right now. I would be super glad with this result, and yeah, hopefully they can keep at it and make a good whole game here, hopefully. So the first half starts here 2-0 for Bath City versus Low in scoreline, and shots is 4-4, shots on target 2-2, and possession 59-41%. So as I said, a very good first half here for us, and overall we have defenders and attackers doing a very good job here so far. So very happy with that. And yeah, I don't know, maybe we should play Candy and Batten together, but I don't really want to. Spencer Adams should be a better player, so we should play him, I feel. So we have another highlight here coming up, and I thought that would be a bad pass, but it's not. It's another long ball to Oliver, 1-on-1 versus the keeper, and he scores! It's another goal for Bath City and Oliver, making it 3-0 here for Bath City versus Slow. Looked super dangerous, that pass up to Paxman, but it's a good pass and a good run there from Oliver, and a very nice finish as well. Finally, things seem to go our way a bit. And we have a corner here from Stewart, not Stewart, the corner, and it's a long shot there from Paxman, I believe, just wide. So we should make some substitutions soon, and we'll do that shortly after this highlight, I believe. And we have our keeper with the ball, who puts a long kick up to the middle of the field, and unfortunately it's Low who takes care of the ball, and it's 1-on-1 versus the keeper, and they score, unfortunately. So they reduce the scoreline to 3-1 for Bath City versus Low here. Again, getting behind our defensive line, I believe. Yeah, but not that much to say with that about that, actually. Even though I think he maybe should have kept the player and not the ball there. So let's do some substitutions here. So we'll put Stuart out here, who are a bit tired. We have all players basically performing, so I think we'll just switch out those who look tired. And actually we will change out Sparta here, who's not having the best of game, instead, and put Stern on instead of Sparta. And that will be the changes, and we'll save the last change if we get an injury or so. And we have Paxman with the free kick to Sangare, or newly subbed in. He unfortunately hit the bar there. So we have another highlight here coming up. Who will it be for? It looks to be for Slow, building it up in the midfield. They are passing back and forth in the midfield, moving the ball up slowly and surely with a pretty bad pass. Our defender clear it and make another clearing, and it's a bad clearing here, but we break the ball back, and it's a long ball to Oliver again, 1-on-1 versus the keeper. What can he do? He shoots and the keeper saves, unfortunately. And only seconds to go here until the final whistle. The final whistle now. Yes, the final whistle is there, and the final scoreline is 3-1 for Bath City versus Low. Shots 13-9, shots on target 6-5, and possession 57-43%. So very happy with this match as well, and basically the whole team performed here more or less, except Remio Hutton here, unfortunately, who didn't come up to par, and I guess they considered it his fault that Stowe did get in one goal there. So we're still fourth in the league, and still 10 points off from the title leaders, and many goals off in the goal difference as well. So hopefully we can just keep on doing good games and maybe make something happen that way. So I believe we are now maybe in we are waiting on the I believe, is it one of the cups that a game is going to come in right there, or is it just a long break? I don't remember here in the lowest league. I don't see anything about any cup draw, but I believe there is a cup draw coming up there, and Hobson signs with Ebbsfleet, which is a bit unlucky. And actually I don't understand that either. Okay, he was just on a trial, and it was just a bit wrong, one could say. So yeah, we have quite many days here between matches, so I think we'll should maybe add in a friendly match here, but we won't do that. We will just rest up our players so they are 100% fit for the rest of the season. So we'll just move this further along as soon as possible. We are actually through the first round in the FA Youth Cup here with our under 18s winning 3-0 against Torquay. which is a pretty good win here. So there is definitely some hope for the future, one could say. And we have a scouting meeting here, let's check it out. So no interesting players there, and we'll actually, let's see here, we have no upcoming under 23s match, so we'll let all players that need match sharpness to play for 60 minutes per match for that match. And we have in 1 week match coming up against we'll see that very soon. So we have Hayden here, operating on a good Vanarama national level, and I can agree on that. Heading, marking and tackling, all very good. So we'll see if we can assign this player then. And let's see here, the report suggested that he wanted between 1.7 and 2.3k. So we'll approach to sign him. We can only do that for less than a year, which is not that nice. But let's see here, we'll start at 1.6 and we will actually stay at 1.6. He didn't like that, and we'll land at 1.8 here as well. This midfielder is not better than any of those we have, and we have a good average training rating here for last week at 7.55. So let's check the individual level here quickly. So we have Oliver performing very well again, and we have Paxman performing very well but losing a lot of stats, but he did improve last month, so basically back to where he started. We have Brandt here getting improvements on a few stats, but mostly losing attributes, unfortunately. And we have no player here to criticize, so we'll not do anything on that just at the moment. And we are meeting Gloucester, who are 17th in the league at home in 1 week, so it should be a pretty easy game. Hopefully that's the case, and that's something we can make happen, so to say. Let's see here. So this keeper is actually definitely better than the ones we have. So let's actually keep scouting him until we have finished or 100% knowledge of him, and we might consider try to sign him. But again, we are already over budget on our wages, so it could mean a disaster for our finances to sign him. So we'll let them scout him to 100% first, so we'll know that it's good. And actually we'll get Hayden here as a signing as well, and we'll accept it since why not, because he's good. He's as good as Spencer Adams, so it's the leading player from most Vanarama National League South at least, so that's good. And we'll ask Brandt to welcome him, and we'll discuss the issue with Paul. We'll check our finances here a bit. So we're actually now at 39k, and our wage budget is 32.4k. So we are very much over our wage budget, when signing good players or signing players to improve the team at this level, you just have to do it, sort of. The wage or the wage budget is something we will take care of later, or get in line later, hopefully. So we have no special player development advice there to follow. So just a couple of more days here to the match here against Gloucester. So we'll try to move towards that as soon as possible, or as fast as possible, you could say. Even though we are taking it raw and slow, we are right at raw slow gaming. So if you do like what you see, you can always hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll go through that as well at the end of the episode very fast. But back to the game and the scouting meeting here. So a forward here with who would add a bit of quality according to the player, so we'll scout him. No other player that says they are any good, so that's their loss that we won't scout them. So the pre-match tactical advice here from Jim Roller, our assistant manager, will follow this team instruction to add. We have a good turnaround expected here for the match against Gloucester with 960 tickets sold, which is good, and we are very clear favorites here for the upcoming match. And the countdown continues to the election, and we'll not comment here from the press regarding the question, whatever it was. Yeah, they're complaining on the surface. We have the average training rating here last week at 7.44. So a very good training rating last week here. Let's check the individual level here. So more of the same, basically. And no player to criticize either. So let's go to the selection here for the match. So we'll definitely put Bront back in. We'll not play him as a poacher. We'll play him as a target man, what he's best at, as an attack or no support. We'll play Medalus as a poacher and attack. We'll have let's see, we have Stewart and Paxman in the middle, which are the best players. I have Patton Candy and Houghton, so we should have Spencer Adams is still suspended, and Aidan Hayden will put in instead of Tom Ball between the substitutions, I guess. And we'll go to the match here. So submit the team and let's go to the match and hope for a good result here, continuing our streak here, hopefully against Gloucester. So let's kick off and start the game here. So the kickoff highlight might be something. We have Rig here bringing the ball up, but it goes out to a throw in, and I guess it will disappear, the ball, and it sure did. So these green boxes are suggested changes from our assistant manager to improve their result. So we'll follow them for the best chance of a good result. And we have a highlight now, Rig with the ball and a cross into Medalus, and he will score! He do make another goal. Or not another goal, but another goal of the season, the 9th actually. So a very nice start here, once again in the match. Early lead 1-0 here in the 8th minute, and a very good finish there by Medalus straight into the corner of the goal. Very, very nice stuff there. And another highlight here, pretty much straight away in the 11th minute, and unfortunately it's a bad pass from our players, and it's Terry with a shot just over the bar. So another highlight here coming up, and it's Gloucester with the ball currently, but it's another bad pass and the ball is madly loose to Sparta. Will he be able to cross? Now he passes back to Hutton, and here is the cross to Rigg, and he shoots. He puts it just wide, even though he doesn't shoot since he used his head. He headed it just wide, but a good chance once again for us. And Stewart here with the free kick, and he hits the top bar, unfortunately. And actually the rebound bounced down and out, and Brunt was pretty close there to getting his hands on the ball. And we are moving up here towards the end of the first half, and we have Gloucester with a free kick here and going back and forth, and it looked dangerous, and it's a goal here for Gloucester. Unfortunately, it's all equal now, all square, 1-1 here for Bath City versus Gloucester, and this is just bad luck. I can't put it down to anything else. So hopefully we can be a little bit more effective here coming up. And we have another highlight here, and a very good header there by Gloucester, but our keeper hold the ball securely, so that's very nice there. And we have Batten, who are getting punished for the goal by Gloucester, I believe. And that's the end of the first half. So the first half stats or scoreline is 1-1 for Bath versus Gloucester. Shots is 13-6, and shots on target is 6-2. Possession is 57-43%. So overall, a decent first half here. Unfortunately, not reflecting that well in the scoreline after that unlucky goal from Gloucester. And looking at the ratings of our players, we have Jack Batten, who are having a bad game, so we'll actually start shouting here. We'll show some passion here to start with, and see if the guys respond good to that. And we have a corner here for our Gloucester, unfortunately, and he managed to miss that somehow. I was looking at something else, so didn't see totally what happened there, but it looked like it to be a pretty clear shot and a miss. So we'll show some passion again, and we'll do some substitution here at the 60-minute mark, and we'll change out Batten for Lewis, and we'll do a change here for one of our midfielders. We'll change out Stewart, who have the worst game of the two, and have a yellow card, so just secure so we don't get another yellow card. And we'll move up our mentality here a little bit to attacking. We'll get a free kick here from Brunt that went straight to the keeper, so not that great. And we'll shout here, not demand more, because the shout will come after highlight, so we'll skip that for now. We might get the goal here, one never knows. So we have the ball back to Hutton, to Sparta, and it's a bad pass that is picked up by Gloucester, and it's Gloucester 1-on-1 versus our keeper, but our keeper stays luckily enough there. So we'll again we have a highlight here, and it's for Gloucester this time. It's a free kick here from Hanks, and we'll shout here demand more actually. It's another chance for Lacey, and it's a corner here to Gloucester, and there come the shout demand more. And let's check the corner here, and it goes just over the bar. The players are focused after that shout, so we'll go with that shout more if we need to. So we get a highlight straight after here from with the goal kick from Ward, and we are unfortunately losing the ball, but a good tackle there by Paxman. And we have the ball up to the left hand side, Rigg bringing the ball forward, and we will have a free kick here by our guys, and we have leader here with a yellow card, and he will get a second yellow card here, I'm pretty sure. So we'll have one player off of Gloucester playing with 10 men, so we'll go to very attacking, and we'll shout demand more again here. Even though this highlight isn't over. So we have Sparta with the ball here, and the cross comes in towards the players, but no one can get to it, and it's another cross, and we hit the post somehow, or they do. But Brandt was actually offside here, so that didn't matter. So we only have minutes to go now, and we'll shout demand more again. We have 4 minutes to make something happen, and it don't look like it will, unfortunately. Last chance here actually for Gloucester, but nothing happening there either, and we can't win this game, which is very, very bad for us. So the final scoreline here is 1-1 for Bath versus Gloucester, and shots 24-16, shots on target 12-6, and position 60-40%. So even though we had 12 shots on target, we only managed to score once. So I guess their keeper should have very good rating, and he hasn't. He has pretty good rating, but not very good rating. So yeah, very not unhappy about unhappy about the result, but not that unhappy on how we played and our accuracy in the shots here. So yeah, I just unlucky, I guess one could say, but I don't know if that's the correct word this time for that match. So we stay fourth in the league here, and we lose points to the league leaders, Wellstone. So now we are 12 points behind, and still many goals behind in the goal difference. So yeah, very close here in the midfield, and a long way to the top at the moment, unfortunately. And we get a small fine here for getting 6 yellow cards. And we had a good attendance here on last game of 1,034 persons, so that's pretty nice at least. So that will be everything for this episode. Remember to smash that like button if you have liked what you've seen here, and also please do remember to subscribe so you're sure to not miss out on any of the new daily episodes that we are bringing to you here at Raw Slow Gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye, see you next time.